catch y'all up on my Goodwill haul. This is 2 separate trips, and I got all kinds of little cute goodies. So, I'm gonna dive right on in. So first, I found these. And these are linen napkins, and there was 4 of them, 2 for 99 cents. And my mom has all kinds of linen stuff she likes to use for her tableware and then for bedding. And this came from Sur La Table, and I looked these up, and these are like $50 because they're linen. So Mom, that's coming to you. They're nice grace. They're nice and neutral. Put them right there. And then I went, because I always check everything that's like the tablecloths, the table runners, and the fabric. So I'll show y'all this. But look at how pretty. Look. And it's got this little guy here where it's kind of coming apart. But I'm not even someone that can sew very well, and I could even attach a couple little stitches in there and fix that up. But it's so pretty. I just thought, like, how pretty for spring, right? And then this super cute table runner. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't even tell you the price. What was this one? Here it is. That was $6.49. My Goodwill also has a coupon. So if you want to check the Goodwill site and check your area, like whatever state you're in or part of the state that you're in. For example, I'm in Arizona. There's a Central Arizona coupon, and it's 20% off a $20 or more purchase, and you can use it throughout the month. They send one every month. So all this stuff ended up being 20% off because of that coupon. So sorry, back to my cute little table runner. So it's reversible. It could go this way, or it could go that way. And it's super cute. And that was $4.49. Love it. And I didn't see any maker on here, but it almost feels like the quality of it almost kind of feels like something that maybe Pottery Barn or like a Crate and Barrel kind of thing, you know? And I love this one. So this tablecloth, look at how precious. It reminds me of like just something like super cute and vintage. But super cute for summer, Memorial Day, 4th of July, all that good stuff. And this one was $8.49. And then of course I get the discount. And I gotta wash all these, so I guess I'm just gonna toss them on the floor. So I'm gonna clear up some room. And then, because my goal is to do like my Frenchie bedroom, and look at these. They're like velvety, and then they have gold roping, but they are pillow covers, and they zip there, so I could throw some down pillows into them. These were only $3.49 each, and I got 2 of them. Look at that color though. So pretty, so pretty. Whew. My little twine from my last project. I just love that. I'm gonna do like blues and golds and whites. Very over the top Versailles look is what I'm going for. Drama, drama, drama. And then in the fabric, I picked up this like cheap, like velvety kind of fabric. There's a good bit of it. I thought you can always use black, and it's pretty good size, so I can use it on the back of pictures, or like for tablescapes at Halloween. And this one was $5.49. That's a good bit of fabric for that. It's like all this. It's huge. And I've also got a project, like a little creepy project I need a black for. And then look at this. Boom. Try to angle it up so it don't reflect too much of my mess over there. Doesn't have the price on it. I want to say it was like $14, but I love the detail of it. That's probably going to stay there. It's breaking them. And then I got this set. So they're like plaques. So there's the front and there's the back. Look at that beautiful paper that's on the back of there. But there are these beautiful, like, looks Greek. It was $8.49. Absolutely beautiful. It has a total of 3 pieces. I'm just trying to get the other 2 out. Oh my goodness. Alright, so that's the first one. And then this one. And that was $6.49. And this one was also $6.49. I'm going to reattach that. So that is a velvet trim that's around them. And then the plaques in the gold. But try to keep like European type stuff throughout the house. And those were, again, you get the coupon, so I bought enough stuff where they were 20% off. I picked up this kid's book, Night Before Christmas, and it was $1.49. What I was thinking with this is I was looking in children's books, and I was like, you know, if they have some cool pictures, it might be neat to like frame those and just put them around at Christmas time. But look at how pretty. Like the Christmas tree. And just the little dog and the little stockings, everything. Like just this page, or even, you know, just put like them in a smaller frame. I just thought it'd be cute to do stuff like that. And little sugar plums. Just beautiful, beautiful pictures. And it's a classic. But I thought I could try that idea out for $1.49. And since I had that little idea, I continued with it, and I picked this one up too. So Tale of Benjamin Bunny, and that one was $1.49 also. But how cute! All 1992, James from Auntie. But like with these, either, you know, framing out the story with it, or just framing out this little cute picture. Because how cute, like some little pastel frames or some little gold frames, and just put the little bunnies in them. You might even, since I have an Easter tree, can always do like the egg-shaped ornaments and decoupage them onto ornaments. But I don't know. You know how you get those little ideas? You're just like wandering around. You're like, oh, I could do this or I could do that. You know, for $1.49, I'll try my little project. And then I was all excited because I found 3 of these. Look at how pretty. And they were only $1.49 each. So I was pretty stoked about my little finds. And the third one, and it's got a little bit of a blemish. We got some paint, so, you know, but all of them, $1.49 each is awesome. And then went to another store, and I found this. So this book was $3.29, and it's a story of a lifetime. And if y'all seen those commercials recently, they have like where like your parents or grandparents write down all these memories and all that, and then they put them in a book for you. This is the same thing. Probably, you know, old school edition. But, you know, you give them to someone, when and where were you born? Was there anything unusual about your birth? Do you know why you were given your name? If you could have changed careers, do something completely different, would you? What would it have been and why? So it's all this kind of information, so that I'm going to give this over to a nephew, because I don't have children, and once like my mom fills this out, and then that way if they have any children, then they have, you know, some information about their grandparents. And I think that's because if y'all watched the last video, I was going through like the Holy Bibles. I said, you know, like that kind of stuff's going away, like keeping good written history and things of your family. And it's something we should try to keep alive. And that started me on my mind when I saw the book. I was like, it's perfect. And then I got this little vase, so cute. And it was like, just precious. Oh, it's gonna pull the tag off, but $2.49. Okay, just pull it the rest of the way off. But look at how pretty. So pretty. And it's got this little hairline, but it is also, if y'all know anything about pottery, it's Dresden. So if you look those up, these little petite vases, if I remember correctly, these can go anywhere from like 50 to 75, 50 to 80, somewhere in there. But I just thought, like, how precious is that? Beautiful, beautiful. Especially for spring. Like, clean that up and just throw a couple little flowers on it. It'd be really pretty. And I had never seen this, but I thought it was really cool. It's like villain books. So it's got Poor Unfortunate Souls with Ursula, and it says Valentino, but that was $3.29, and it's like brand new. It says originally it was $17.99, but I love that artwork. Look at how pretty. And I usually only grab autobiographies, but when I saw it, it was like laying down like this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful artwork. And then I got this book, which I have to look this up. It's Man Ak Kvinna, Kvinna. And it was $3.29, and it had a little sticker in there that was $20 somewhere else. And it was in German, it looked like. Let me make sure, because I just took a look at the pictures and thought that's an interesting book. Yeah, so 1930. There's the information from the first page, and I'm going to try to find I'm not going to show you all these pictures because honestly there's like some nudie ladies, and just in case y'all have the kiddos around, okay? But it has things like this. Isn't that one pretty? And it's like all women. Look at how beautiful. So I'll have to do some kind of like Google image search. Again, we have some nudie ladies in here. How pretty. So, or else I would flip through this, but there are like these just beautiful statues, and look at that. How sweet. But yeah, it's more the pictures. I was thinking even if maybe some of them were frameable, or maybe I could do some type of like, ooh, look at her. Maybe I could do some collage work and like kind of make them, turn them into like a goddess picture. But if you guys know what any of this is, or what the book means, if you want to comment and help me out in the bottom, that would help. But it may not even be, may not be German. Does have like a little, like that's a baby thing. So I don't know if maybe this is, okay, if we have a baby thing, we got some different pictures of ladies. Look at them. Did that thing say doctor at the beginning? See, there's a picture of a bone. So this is, it says professor, doctor though. Not like a, and the more I look at this, I don't think it's German. Like I took German, although I failed it. This actually doesn't look like German to me because I don't see like any Das, der, D, anything like that. But oh, neat. So maybe I'm gonna look up this book to make sure I'm not cutting up something that's, you know, valuable or anything like that that I really shouldn't be cutting up. But some of these pictures I think are really pretty framed. Anyways, enough about the book. The last things that I found, and I kind of kept going back and forth on, was these picture frames. So they're wooden. Someone obviously didn't like them and took the canvases out, but they were $4. Yeah, $4.49 each. And they're just the prettiest color. Like if I had like someone with a little girl, this would be so pretty. I mean, it's just beautiful. Like the pink is this really, really light pink and rosy tones, but I got it just because it has the embellishments on the corners, but I got 3 of them. There's that one. There's this one. And if you notice, the corners are a little bit different. I love that, like light pink and that gold are beautiful together. And then there's this one, which is a match of the other. What I thought about maybe using them for is, I bought that fabric at Goodwill a couple trips ago. This one that I shared with y'all in one of my Goodwill hauls, and it's got all these beautiful, beautiful just Day of the Dead ladies on it. And I was thinking about maybe painting these out black. And then I'm going to have to paint this really pretty little velvety. But these are so big, like some of these images, like this lady right here, that I was thinking I could center those up and put these you know, them in here. And then I could paint these out with black, maybe put a little red, or maybe get some like fabric paint and do this out in red. But that's my plan. We'll see. They're such a beautiful color, but honestly, that's probably what they're going to get used for. So, hope you like this stuff, and hope y'all have some good hauls lately. And let me know if there's anything on this book, you know, or since it's not in German, I'll put it up, like, I'll stick on a page for a second. So, if anybody knows what that language is, that would probably also help. So anyways, projects to come. If I do find a way or do transition these with those ladies, we'll be doing that for Halloween. And I haven't done it before, but I'm thinking because this is open, obviously something's got to go back here. So maybe finding canvases that fit in them, and maybe getting like spray glue and attaching that fabric to it. I guess I could decoupage it too, but I've never really done that project. So if you guys have like a suggestion on which is better, let me know. I know the spray glue will keep it flat. I think that if you decoupage it, it'll end up being a little harder, and it may keep it down a little bit better from the front side, but I don't know. Let me know if you do. And I'll see y'all on the next one.